Well, hello everybody. Yep, another day here building. I've been up here already. I need to find them some more nuts and washers for those bolts going through, because we're going to pour kind of a large section, and we formed up more this time than what we normally do. So we were like going to the max, even with the new bolts that I have. So I thought, with the new bolts, nuts, and washers, oh, we got this covered completely, but we still fell short. So I dug up through some trays of that stuff I sent in the ballot buying boxes, and sure enough, I found some more washers. I found some more nuts. That's where it's handy sending that hardware over. It saved me a whole drive into the city, because I cannot find them here in this town. Done tried before. So went up there and I noticed that there's people not here, and I asked, and Joel's not here, don't know why, and Miller's not here, he decided to go somewhere. And I'm like, man, oh man, oh man. So we had a large pour planned for today. And Melinda's brother Marlon, that he helps us part-time, he has a regular job as security guard. He's on duty at his regular job today. We're already delayed on this pour because of them missing in the middle of the week due to their national ID. And then we've had others randomly miss. Plus we've had rain. So it's a setback. It's a setback. There's no way that on this amount of people we can pour that large area. And we can't continue building because we have all of our hardware occupied in this big area. I mean, it's a pretty good size area that we plan to pour. So we've got to pour that section. We have to. Told Melinda to go check over here in the neighborhood next door and see if there's some people available that don't have work today or something, or no work, and they can come over and help tote buckets of cement. So she's going to check on that in just a little bit after we know that the forming is absolutely done. And I hear them up there still putting screws in. And once we know it's 100% done, they got one area they need to finish up. I'll have her to go scan the neighborhood and see if we can get a green light to go. We're pouring all the way from over there, all the way across the front of the house and around the corner and down this side. You may not be able to see how large that is on the camera here, but it's a pretty large area. Two big columns, a thick wall up to where this front door ends, and then it goes to a thinner wall. And then this wall right here that Mock's working on right this minute, which is going to be about another 9 feet. Well, with the column 10 feet as well. So that's a lot of area. If you lay that out as a flat slab, that's a pretty good size area that we got to pour. So we'll definitely have to come up with some help. Melinda's going to check the neighborhood. We'll see. Right here, I think, is about the main place we still have to finish. Put that form board there on the inside and finish that column up the corner right there. The rest of it, they're just putting extra batting in. Well, we decided to give an ending spot right back here by this column and to split this into two pours. That way it won't be so strenuous on help. We'll still try to get some extra help. We'll still pour all of that coming all the way around up to this column. We'll pour the column itself, this wall, and all of this is a separate pour. As soon as we pour that inside in there and it starts setting up, we can rob some of the nuts and bolts and washers randomly and be right back over here working while it's setting. Probably wouldn't even take 3 hours after we pour that we could rob, not all of them, but just random rob some bolts, nuts, and washers out of there, and be finishing this up and have it ready to pour right after that, like first thing in the morning. Got my solar pump going, getting this barrel filled up with water for them. They're getting their tarp all ready to work the mix out here. No problem. Marvin went over next door himself and found us some help, so they'll be out here. They are now, so it's good. One of Barack's sons and all. Cool, cool. Thanks, man, coming over and helping. Very windy day here today. I don't know if you see those palms blowing. Well, at least it's not stagnant, just super hot air. I say that. Parking around here with my other truck around the corner, and with Mama's cows. The Lust Conscious lawnmowers right there. Yep. Lust Conscious lawnmowers. That's Cub Cadet right there. That's John Deere right over there. That's all the way the other corner of the house. This will have the whole lower part of the wall. The walls are going to be taller than this. Had the main part of them poured all the way now from one side of the house to the other, and starting around down the side. So I just came up here to tell them it's break time. Don't mix no more, take their break. There's a window buck in this wall right here. And I asked them how full it was, and they said it's about halfway on that window. I said, man, for y'all go take your break, and I'm gonna get up there, take that rod that's sticking out diagonal there, and punch the holy heck out of that. So Mike and June, while the others took break, they kind of stayed on behind here with me, taking that rubber mallet and knocking the full out of that form inside out of the bottom of that window while I punched and punched and punched. And my first impression, he thought maybe it was already all settled down, that it was good. And then all of a sudden, kawoom, the creek just dropped inside, because I was able to work out that air that was trapped underneath it. And it dropped. At first it dropped about 3 or 4 inches, and then all of a sudden it dropped like 7 or 8 inches. And you know, just right down next to the window there. And come across, and we worked the other side here some too, and we think we got it all out of there. We did that several more times and managed to get it down like another inch and 2, and then it didn't move no more. It stabled out. So it was very good that I come up and punch that. I like to punch it at a steep angle if I can, like that right there. It's leaning now, and work in from both sides on that. Just work it in, work it in, work it in, and keep that vibration going down below while you're doing it. Now we're going to be the same thing here in the front. It's going to be super important. It's going to take a lot of beating and banging, because there's a 4 foot by 5 foot window here in the front, 5 foot wide. And it means we've got to really work that crete in and make it meet to the middle. So they're taking break. I tell them go on before they mix up anymore. Enjoy the break. And I'm gonna enjoy mine too. I'm gonna head down there and clean off my hands and give me some water or some iced tea and get back up here with them, because I want to try to help work this window down. Well, that's what would be their lunchtime, but they're just 2 bags away from finishing up. When I mean 2 bags, it's mixing up the 1, 2, 3 mix, the 1 to 5 mix, pouring from that column up there to the corner of the house and back. And then all we like is just pouring over the top of the doorway and a little slot down that side right there. That it? Done?
Huh?
Yeah, that's it. They're out of here for lunch. Out of here for lunch. Boy, I tell you, Mel, she's got a real jungle going on. But man, there's a lot of good stuff right there. A lot of good stuff. I mean, y'all go back and look at some videos when we arrived here. I suggest you do that. Go back to when we arrived back in the Philippines in November of what this place looked like then. Go back and revisit those videos. And just see that of where we have came on this project since we arrived here. There's one of my babies. There's one of my babies. Hello, girls. Aw, you look cute in your little polka dots. You little polka dot kid. I love you. You want to go inside? Let's go. Mama Melinda's in there. Well, we poured the concrete this morning. I say we because I did help. And it's hard to video up there and help. I tell you what, I had the camera up there trying. Man, this heat was messing it up quick. I had to turn it off and put it away. The heat was getting to it so fast. So I just took some little clips. And as well, man, we had concrete flying. I did not want it to be in any proximity with all that concrete too. But we got it done. Get her done. We got it done. And the guys are up there right now prepping for another pour in the morning. That's right. They'll be right back to pouring concrete first thing in the morning. Man, it's a beautiful day. Just look at that. It's a beautiful day. You see, look at my banana there. It's really growing, isn't it? I love it here. This country is where I have found the biggest peace in my life. And this country and Melinda helped make me a better man. Helped me over some issues in my life, you know. I've had family problems. My late father, I don't speak much of him. I thought about making a whole video series on him sometimes. He is he's gone from this world, but the scars still remain. You know, you can love somebody and despise them at the same time. You know, I try to follow what the good book says, you know, honor our father and honor thy mother. But no problem honoring my mom. She's a heck of a good woman. But the other one, it's pretty tough. Yeah, the scars still remain. And he had made such deep wounds in our family that by the time he realized that he needed to fix them, it was too late to repair them. Yep, he had already made the scars too deep. So there's you give you a little bit of insight. I ended up in the Philippines, and originally to be as far away from him as I could. I first looked at Central America, Belize, and I decided that wasn't far enough. I tell you what, if Moon would have had a colony, I would have went there as far as I could away from his grass. So I went all the way to the other side of the planet, and you know, he was able to reach his dirty little claws all the way over here and cause problems in my life. Yeah. Y'all tell me, you want to hear a story? I've got some stories to tell. I can make a whole video series on it if y'all are interested to know. I have no shame at all. I know, like, oh, you should let it go. He's gone now. But the problems he caused, they're not gone, you know. They're not gone. Yeah. He scarred me. He scarred my brother. And I think my mom's gone from the stress of the marriage with him. I think it was just finally more than she could take. And I think her body just said, whew. And y'all have a father like that in your life? Yeah. He something else. He has so many people fooled too. So many people fooled. What a character. Yeah. I think he was the demise of my brother as well. Well, we'll talk about that another time. Hey, y'all welcome to chime in the comments and tell me what you think about that. Tell me. This channel right here, it's about sharing and learning and experiencing, and it doesn't always mean about building. It means about life. Well, the guys are doing a great job. They come back up here after their late lunch break, and man, they did just what I hoped. They just jumped right on the forming here. They got right on it. Yeah, it was like a little bit more to button up and have a few bolts and nuts and stuff to finish up over here for this little pour first thing in the morning. And that has its only remaining is just this one corner and 2 dividing walls, and all of the perimeter wall pours are done, and we will begin forming the top. Pretty cool. Now there is a 3rd floor room right up there, so I do still have that one. That'll be a whole nother story. Well, I'll tell you what, it's close to the end of the day. I'm gonna enjoy this cup of coffee. I'm gonna look at this beautiful surroundings. Man, look at those trees. And I'm gonna go down and enjoy my wife and my nieces. And I wish you all a good one. And I hope you all find peace in your life. Take care and God bless.